things we're trying to do is to eat normally here rather than just eating out every night. And so we've come to Tesco's on the outskirts of town. We cycled down here and trying to work out what to buy to cook back in the apartment. And it's difficult. You don't get the normal array of foods, and we don't have the cooking facilities. But what you do have is row upon row, which is what you see me in now, of instant noodles. They're huge here, and they're not just like pot noodles that you have back at home. They're much more diverse, and they're much tastier. So, people here eat noodles, and here we go into another aisle just full of noodles. Look behind me, row upon row upon row of noodles and big packs of different flavours, and they're everywhere. I mean, street food is dominated by it. This is one of my favourites here. It's the mama noodle, the duck flavour particularly. So I've got some of those back in the apartment. But unlike our pot noodles, when you make them, what you tend to do is you mix other stuff in. So I think what we're going to do is grab some instant noodles and some billabong and mix it like the Vietnamese do on the street corner with a great deal of greenery and other stuff like mint and God knows what that goes into it to make it much healthier, whereas the stock and the noodles that you get in there are just the starting point for most of your lunches. Evenings, people don't tend to seem to eat at home. They tend to go out a lot more, and not just to restaurants, but street food and eating houses. There's a lot more of here. There's Siobhan over there. So I think it's a case of trying to sort of mix and match, but trying to find a normal rhythm for how to eat, how to live. Is proving a little more difficult than we thought it was going to be. So, but here's Siobhan. It's a bit like a Walmart here for all those who've been listening. And buying stuff. Let's see what we've got. A couple of t-shirts and a bar by the looks of it. Yeah. So let's just have a little look in the trolley here and see what we've got so far. So you've just seen Siobhan pick up a bar and some t-shirts. So there's some old favourites in there. The Lipton's yellow label tea is the tea that we tend to drink over here. And there you go, noodles, as we said. We're going to get some noodles there, some bread. Bread's very expensive here. There we go, bread. That's about £1.75 for that. And wine. We're really missing the wine here. And the wine is 2 to 3 times as expensive as it is in the UK, so we're not guzzling it at the same rate that we were back in the UK, but that's no bad thing. So yeah, 4 bottles of wine today, and this will shock our friends. That's probably a week's quota of wine.
I was going to say 4 bottles for today.
Yeah.
A week's quota.
Yeah. Okay, so we've not been well over the last week, so we've not drunk that much. We've been mainly drinking.
Catching up to do.
Yeah. So here's an interesting little one that caught our eye. The aisle up there, it says Monk Basket from that. So when you look down here, it is what it says on the tin, I think, which is little packages, little gifts to give to monks. You see the monks out first thing in the morning picking up food that people give them. It's definitely a way of life here, and that's how the monks get fed. I believe they don't eat in the afternoon or evening, so it's an early morning thing. And, here's baskets of gifts for them. So you see in there some water, Neolite, beverage, and there's some salt. And then over here you've got the monk medical supplies. So there you go, all sorts of gifts for monks. It's a different way of life. And here we've got all these pastes and stuff. These are like pre-mixed pastes, mixes. Closest thing you're going to see to a ready meal here, really. When put together, there's sort of 43 baht for grilled fish in Thai. That'll be Thai sauce of some sort. And I think the idea is you buy the fish and then you buy all the you buy all these mixes, and that's how you make your dinner. So a bit like the Waitrose ready to cook range or something like that. So here we go. We've grabbed some billabong to go into the soup. I think we've grabbed something like some Thai basil, and Siobhan's got some pak choi for what's that, 12 baht. That's about 30 pence, something like that. Yeah, and what looks like some sort of either mint or holy basil, and we'll try that with the noodles later. So we've done our shopping and a bit disappointed. Look at the face on that. Is a smile? Yeah, a bit disappointed. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, and the Thai licensing hours are such that we can't buy alcohol until at least 11 o'clock, so we're an hour early. So we've had to put the wine back. And now we'll sorry for the department, I just have to buy the wine on another day. So we're going home without the wine. So back at the Pikes now, out in the parking lot. It's quite warm, already 30 degrees, 10 o'clock in the morning. Just a little cultural observation here. There's bikes tied up, of course, put a lock on. But we just hung the helmets on the bikes and just leave them there while we go shopping. And that's commonplace here, that people just hang their helmets on the motorbikes, even leave the keys in it sometimes, so a lot of the time, and leave your helmets on your bikes. You wouldn't think, it would be very unusual for the helmets to be stolen. It just doesn't seem to happen over here. Like, I wouldn't dream of doing that in Oxford or London.